and we welcome you to the conflict from the compound. We are back in our spiritual home in E.F.W. tonight. I am Max Radix, alongside my broadcast partner Erwin. And Erwin, a night of controversy awaits us. No question about it.
Doesn't it always? I mean, this card is packed full of questionable matches once again.
Well, yeah, I mean, as E.F.W. is somewhat done on the fly here, every single night we never really know exactly what's going to happen. We are going to kick it off here tonight with our E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion Wade Nelson facing the disciple of the Demon of Fleet Street, the Reaper. Crow is in action tonight against our champion Wade Nelson, and I have been told we can exclusively reveal if Crow wins tonight, Erwin, he will get a title shot against Nelson. And now that's our first controversial move tonight. Out of nowhere.
Absolutely amazing way to kick off E.F.W. The champion in the house, the man who ended the streak of the Reaper, faces his first protege. I mean, of course, now he has Nate in NEW.
You can't help but feel Crow might feel slightly pushed out by the Reaper after his new disciple, shall we say, Marty, his new follower, dancing to the tune of the Demons. The Crow tonight knows he has a lot to prove. We still know very little about this man or his attachment to his mentor. But Crow is 6 foot, he's 370 pounds. We still have absolutely no idea where this kid's from.
Yeah, very strange creature indeed.
I can tell you on his HR form is the only man I know who literally has a question mark in city of birth.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the less you know the better, even as a company that is hiring this man. I mean, we don't know where the Crow found it, where the Reaper found him. The Crow has started to show signs of his master here in recent weeks.
Absolutely, Crow has just got better and better and better as the weeks have gone on here. It has to be said, he wasn't immediately as invincible as his teacher, mentor, the Reaper. But every week he seems to learn something new, and every single week he gets a little bit harder to beat, Erwin. And he's got that mean streak of the Reapers, a mile long.
Oh, and a chorus of boos to follow him as well.
And 2 miles wide.
A tough man to face, but I believe Wade Nelson, ever injured, could come up top trumps here tonight. I mean, he is the champion for a reason.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Wade Nelson with that Insiguri kick, that game-changing Insiguri, it beat this man's master. It can beat pretty much everyone. It has. It's beaten a 7-time world champion twice. With that manoeuvre, Crow knows he has to be on his game here tonight to beat the champion Wade Nelson. Everyone underestimates Nelson. Every single competitor he comes up against underestimates Nelson. It's one of the things about Wade. He will always prove you wrong. I can guarantee you that. Wade Nelson, 6 foot, 240 pounds from Fargo, North Dakota. E.F.W. champion.
The matching in height. Crow has that slight weight advantage. But again, I just think there's something in Wade Nelson that could be just that little bit better.
Is he current champion? Well, the current champion here, does not have his belt on him this evening. I wonder if that's because it's non-title. Well, the Crow here, not wasting any time. Nelson, though, was ready for him. Turner's already down.
Turner was not ready for him.
Bob Turner, the most inept official in wrestling today, got all of that one. Finally back up. The Crow and Wade Nelson already firing on the outside here. This is an Extreme Rules matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Anything goes, and you have to believe that favours Crow.
Well, yeah, but Nelson has been so quick here to keep up on the offensive Crow.
Oh my word.
However, that'll slow you down fast. Wait, maybe not.
No, Wade Nelson, the counter specialist. The king of the counter, if you will. What a lariat there by the Crow. Right back to it, slamming his head in that mat. My word, Wade Nelson in trouble already. The champion is reeling here. The Crow has come out quick off the blocks. Wade Nelson's counters may not save him on that wafer-thin mat, Erwin.
No, I mean, tremendous amount of speed to begin with here. But it seems, oh, look at that strength, that the Crow has picked up an advantage now.
Oh, what a suplex. Ungodly suplex. On the wafer-thin mat.
Oh, knee to the face.
The Crow soaking up the hatred with glee in his eyes.
Took that t-shirt,
Big backdrop.
Nelson off, exposing those bandaged ribs. And that's not good for Wade Nelson.
Oh my dear lord. Kendo stick shot, and again right to the spine, to the abdomen of Nelson. Oh, 4 or 5 hard shots with that kendo stick, and now stomping a mud hole right into Nelson's heart.
Furious, furious strikes here. Oh, but Wade Nelson fighting back.
Right into that ring post. The Crow getting acquainted with the steel here.
Wade Nelson trying to hype up this crowd. He's got to keep on top of Crow though.
Oh, that tornado DDT. Excuse me, Erwin. Tremendous on the outside by Nelson. Could be a game changer. Hurricane Rana. If the DDT doesn't do it, that might. My word, this is it.
Nelson has made such a valiant return here.
Oh,
driving Crow into the ring post once again.
This is the turning point, Erwin.
Oh, he knows he's got that championship.
This is Nelson's moment.
He wants to keep all the players at bay, as far away as he can, essentially.
Oh, what a counter. The counter by the Crow, that punch to the gut. Lufez press on the champion. Hard shots right to the head by Crow.
Big shots.
Oh,
what a crossbody. Oh, just pummeling away.
Right and left to Nelson.
He's in deep trouble now.
Looking for more toys underneath that ring. Oh, and he's got a ladder. That's all you need to give a psychopath, is a steel ladder. Oh,
right to the back of the neck.
That's like giving any redneck a gun. It's a bad idea. Oh my word, what a shot.
Oh, but again, Nelson coming out of nowhere to fight the beast.
Absolutely nowhere. A Hurricane Rana might have just changed the game again. Planning ahead right into that ring post again by Nelson, who is clearly focusing, Erwin, on the Crow's head and neck here, trying to decapacitate this monster from parts unknown.
He's got a tactic here. What it is, I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely involves that neck area, as you said.
Well, we don't have to know, and the fans don't have to know, but as long as Nelson knows, that he may just survive the night. Not if the Crow keeps countering like that. Bridging out tremendous strength after all this, after all the punishment, after that assault on Crow's head.
Uranagi into the steel barricade.
Dear Christ, what a move. Could have broke the spine of the E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't think he cares.
He has no soul, he has no remorse, he possibly has no reflection. The Crow has taken control. Dracula is dead and loving it here tonight in E.F.W. conflict.
Setting up a table inside the ring now.
Oh,
what a knee.
shades of Harley Race with that huge knee right to the head of Nelson. Oh, and a big forearm smash right to left again, straight to the head of the champion.
Wade Nelson, as valiant as he has been. Oh, wait!
Oh!
Arm drag. Spent a bit too long celebrating that one. Has been through a fight here.
Hard shot to the head of Nelson, that club to the back, looking to utilise that table set up earlier in the night by the Crow. Oh, wait a minute, no, come on, no, follow it, slam, right through that table, humanity. God, what a shot.
Has been through so much here in the E.F.W.
Well,
that is a kind of shot you do not kick out of.
It is over, mercifully perhaps. It is over. What a match to kick off the conflict from the compound. Crow and Wade Nelson kicking 7 bells out of each other, Erwin.
And you know what that means.
Oh yes I do, it means trouble. It means the Crow is #1 contender for Wade Nelson's E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion. The disciple of the Demon could soon reign supreme in E.F.W.
That's a scary prospect.
Terrifying thought, Erwin. Absolutely terrifying.
Shades of his master.
Oh come on, this is not necessary.
Perhaps preparing his opponent for what's to come.
I think he's busted Nelson over, and that crossbody, those shots to the head again, right and left. That rapid attack by Crow.
Absolute destruction and carnage. It is not needed.
Oh.
He's setting it up. Crow's nest. There's the rib breaker. And there's the follow-away slam.
Well, as viciously and as unexpectedly as that attack started, it is over, and the Crow has made a statement against Nelson here tonight. His days may be numbered as E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion, Erwin. What a way to kick off conflict.
Oh yeah, of course, that extracurricular activity after the match, completely unnecessary. But we know now that monster has a shot at the big one here in E.F.W.
Well, it's coming up, ladies and gentlemen, our next match tonight, a one-on-one between Dallas Rage and Snake, the 7-time world champion. Going one-on-one tonight. Could be a great matchup. Of course, this match also slightly controversial, Owen, because it is not, I repeat, not the Snake's European Championship.
Yes, very true. I mean, why this is just a one-on-one is beyond me. I mean, Snake should be defending that title as that 30-day stipulation.
Well, absolutely, yeah. The 30-day stipulation states that Snake must defend the title twice in a month to retain the championship. He is yet to defend the European Championship in E.F.W. Well, yes, Dallas Rage, of course, winning that championship unexpectedly against Wade Nelson, the former champion. Of course, Rage has held that title for 15 days, so it's still relatively new here in E.F.W. We apologise for the mix-up. The current E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion, Dallas Rage, £290 from San Antonio, Texas. The former the current E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion. We're up to it again. We need to fire those stat monkeys of yours, Owen.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was such a shock. It kind of caught us off guard. We kind of forgot that
we clearly need to poison their bananas.
It was a fantastic victory over Wade Nelson.
Fantastic. It can't have been that fantastic. We both forgot about it.
Well, surely here to show a good champion on champion match.
Are you getting shouted at as well, or is it just me?
I'll try and make up for it.
Sorry, Adrian.
Well, this is what you get.
I can't be everywhere at once, man. I'm not an octopus. Dallas Rage, the E.F.W. champion.
It's going to be a real intense match here.
It is champion versus champion here tonight. I mean, I have to ask the question, Erwin. If Rage beats Snake, does he get a title shot?
That's a very good question.
But I also have to ask the question, because Dallas Rage is E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion, if Snake beats Rage, does he get a title shot?
Equally good question. I mean, this night is completely filled with controversy. I mean, as far as we were aware, that first match was the #1 contendership, so I'm assuming, despite our mistake, Crow gets a shot at the champion.
Well, yeah,
Rage.
as far as I'm aware, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that was the #1 contendership matchup. We are getting that confirmed in our ear by a furious Adrian Goldman. That was indeed a #1 contendership match, so the stipulation stands from our opening matchup there, ladies and gentlemen. So Dallas Rage knows who his #1 contender is at the moment. But if Snake, the current European champion, beats Rage tonight, then surely that's going to raise more questions than it gives answers.
Would that put him in the mix for the title? Surely so, by our usual rulings, but of course things here in the E.F.W. do tend to work a little differently every now and then. Snake clearly bringing his entourage to the ring for support.
Well, yes, Snake, 6'1", 250 from Brooklyn, New York, District 13, a 7-time world champion and current European champion, the leader of Magnum Opus, has brought the force with him here tonight. Dallas Rage could be in for a bit of a lesson here against the veteran. Both the men lock up here. Rage and Snake have fought against each other before. Dallas Rage has beaten the 7-time world champion.
Clean break, surprisingly, when Snake's involved.
Yeah,
However,
Turner
goes straight back to the corner there.
With this slow start up between these two men, this is of course the first match that Snake has had for quite some time. This is champion versus champion, ladies and gentlemen. Snap suplex by the veteran. Trademark Snake there, Erwin. You know, I don't think Dallas Rage wants to get into a clinical wrestling match against Snake. He needs to utilise his power advantage, perhaps his speed advantage. Snake is a veteran, so he's not as quick as he once was, but in a technical match play, Erwin, then my money's on Snake.
Yeah, he needs to pull out some unsuspected moves against Snake here, catch him off guard, and then really go to work with that power, you're right. But that's easier said than done. Snake is dissecting you the way he is with Dallas Rage right now.
Well, yeah, this guy was a cerebral assassin when Triple H was in diapers. Crucifix.
Dallas Rage using his body there to block that.
Tremendous counter there by Rage, who's showing himself to be no slouch here tonight. Of course, Rage, it's been well documented, Erwin.
Snake blocking the back elbow, Rage blocking the suplex.
It's not just all about the power, Rage, he's got speed as well. Uramagi from nowhere, talk about speed! That venom-like strike from absolutely nowhere!
290 pounds.
With one arm, Erwin!
Great show of force there.
Belly to belly over the top rope. This is why he's a 7-time world champion.
Yeah, and Turner didn't see it there, but Vega grabbed the boots of Rage for a moment.
No one's seen that.
Oh, Rage countering.
You're seeing what you want to see.
Bulldog.
What a bulldog by Rage. Vega's there just to cheer on his mentor and manager and spiritual guide.
Rage ducks a clothesline from Snake.
Big backdrop by Rage. Tremendous velocity, sheer speed.
As usual, Vega
by the big Texan. Well, these crowd members better watch their mouth. I wouldn't put it past one half of the tag team champions to slap the spit right off their face. Oh my word. What an atomic bulldog there by Dallas Rage, mixing it up a little bit there against the veteran.
Well, the Snake
what a
with a
counter.
carry.
A wily old fox showing what he's got once again.
Backdrop again. And there's been back and forth here in our second matchup. I can't believe this is second.
3 more matches to come. Champion versus champion. Another controversial part of this card absolutely is the placement of the match. It's a good point there, Win. Second match tonight, and it's our European champion versus our world heavyweight champion. That's how strong the competition is in E.F.W. Dallas Rage and Snake are involved in an absolute slugfest here. What a belly to belly!
Gets the belly to belly that time. It was
Take
blocked
that,
earlier by
Rage.
Rage, but clearly he's feeling some fatigue here.
It should be noted, Erwin, that Rage is 40 pounds heavier than Snake, and he just bellied it overhead, belly to bellied the guy like he was nothing. The veteran now with this submission manoeuvre, he's won matches before with that very manoeuvre. What a bridge by Rage, but a big elbow. Perhaps Rage doesn't have the speed advantage. That classic drop kick. He made that move famous. No one does it better.
Thinks that's got Rage. Turn is down.
2. No!
2.9 and Rage kicks out.
What a beautiful drop kick there by Snake. Absolutely textbook. A 17-year veteran, Erwin. Can you still kick that high after 17 years of absolute punishment?
Well, maybe time will tell.
Club to the spine of Rage. One of the best ever Snake, in my opinion. Backdrop again. Dallas Rage, he's in that conversation, no doubt about it.
Oh,
beautiful fisherman's buster there by the veteran. Goes for the pin again. Turner's down. It's over.
It's all over.
Just like that.
Once again, what does this mean?
Really, what does this mean? Snake is the current European champion. He's just beaten the world heavyweight champion with relative ease, despite Dallas Rage's noble attempts here. We've already named the #1 contender here tonight, Erwin.
And I don't think Snake is in any rush to get in the ring against Crow, to be honest.
Again, a very good point. Why would Snake put himself in danger against a psychopath like Crow in an Extreme Rules matchup when he has so much an easier option here tonight in a classic singles matchup with his team cheering him on to gain victory, arguably a crucial victory over Dallas Rage. Will Snake become the first Triple Crown champion, or Dual Crown champion, excuse me, male Dual Crown champion in E.F.W. history? Only time will tell. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, they won't like me saying it, but this is essentially, Erwin, a best of the rest.
Oh yeah, they won't like that at all.
Triple threat steel cage match between Rachel Romey, Super Tornado, who we've not seen for a few weeks, and of course the informal Elizabeth Dondelinger. This is not for the #1 contendership, ladies and gentlemen, which will be on the line here later tonight in a fatal 4-way.
Yeah, I believe since last time we saw Super Tornado, she'd been at home. But that can only mean one thing. She's been sharpening that sword, that tactical edge. And I can't wait to see what she's brought back from Mexico. Dondelinger, of course. Trying to help Jeff Collins at one point in AEW to no avail. Rachel Romey, well, we all know the story there. The first ever women's E.F.W. champion. However, it was short-lived and very unsuccessful. Regardless, all 3 of these women have something to prove.
Absolutely. Elizabeth Dondelinger may feel slightly aggrieved not to be in the #1 contendership match though, however, Raven. What a streak this young lady's been on. Consistently overlooked for title opportunities. Elizabeth Dondelinger cannot be feeling too happy with some of the matches that she's been booked in as of late here in E.F.W.
Well, yeah, you could very well argue that.
I believe she's only actually ever lost once, Elizabeth Dondelinger, in her entire E.F.W. career. I don't think any woman on the roster has a record like that.
Her losses have been few and far between.
5'10", 150 pounds, trained originally, of course, by the legendary British wrestler William Regal, surefire WWE Hall of Famer in my opinion, and of course NEW's own
Jeff Collins, yeah,
your buddy Jeff.
Trained this woman when she came to E.F.W.
Absolutely crucial to the training staff here in E.F.W. nowadays. Jeff Collins is really becoming part of the furniture here in E.F.W. We see him more here now than we do on NEW,
Well, yeah, and someone who's really been giving a lot of prep talks to recently is this woman right here.
Well, Rachel Romey, I think it's fair to say that Collins does have a soft spot for Rachel Romey. Was one of her original trainers coming into the business. So Romey will want to make Collins proud, I'm sure of that. And ever since her revival, if you will, after her almost career-stopping title reign, Rachel Romey seems more focused now, Erwin, and dare I say it, back to her best.
Well, yeah, her performance has definitely increased. However, she needs those victories a lot more desperately than the other two here.
Couldn't agree more. She needs that look of the green, but if she keeps doing what she's doing, I do believe that will come. 5'1", 130 pounds from Glasgow, Scotland. Of course she is a former E.F.W. Women's Champion. Rachel Romey, however, had arguably the worst title reign in the history of E.F.W. men or women. Super Tornado, she's back after a minor shoulder injury that's kept her out of action for the last couple of weeks. Super Tornado at 5'2", 126 pounds from Durango, Mexico. The luchador, the Mexican veteran, will be hoping to make a big impression here tonight, Erwin.
Well, of course, as I mentioned,
listen to that reaction.
She went home while she was out to heal. I think she's been training while she was there. She never likes to take too long off.
Well, I'm sure Tornado takes Machete. To see exactly what he could do for her. Of course, she then found out that he doesn't text, and that's a whole different story. But Rachel Romey, Elizabeth Dondelinger, and Super Tornado should have a classic triple threat here. It's our standard E.F.W. Rage in the Cage, and the conflict from the compound. My word, will a hurricane rounded by Tornado to kick this one off.
Submissions are exiting.
Well, she's back, Erwin.
Oh, definitely.
Sunset flip to Dondelinger. Tornado living up to her name here. Dondelinger
Quick
fighting back.
That off, yeah.
The mat technician, the submission specialist, Elizabeth Dondelinger, as tough as they come. That Lufest press to Romey, my word, a kick right to the ribs. And the former E.F.W. champion, the only lady in this matchup to hold any kind of gold here in the E.F.W. Erwin. Rachel Romey, does that give her her advantage here tonight?
I wouldn't say so. With the leaps and bounds that Dondelinger has been putting on, and the, of course, amazing training that Super Tornado received when she was younger.
Spinebuster!
I think Rachel Romey is perhaps still the underdog in this match.
Spinebuster to Romey after she laid on the patented GBH neck wrench to Tornado, who had clearly felt the effects there, stretching out her shoulders and her neck before going back onto the attack of Romey.
What a snap suplex.
Cashing a few checks there perhaps after the submission manoeuvre, Erwin. Dondelinger and Romey are more technically based, I would say, than Tornado, who is a classic luchador, ladies and gentlemen. Speed, agility and high risk manoeuvres. That's what you're going to see from Super Tornado. What a hurricane runner again to Dondelinger.
Oh yeah, but don't discount,
systematically cutting her down.
Don't discount the possibility of a submission. Of course, Dondelinger probably has the advantage on that, but Super Tornado coming in a close second, I would say. However, that athleticism is just phenomenal.
I genuinely think it's too close to call between Tornado and Romy for who's the better submission specialist. I know Dondelinger out the free is the best technician, without question in my opinion. Being trained by Regal and Collins, you're bound to be a good technician.
Big arm drag. Dondelinger waiting patiently, perhaps taking her eyes off the ball for a second there. Going to pay for
Guillotine! The head of that cheese grater S motion on the side of that cage has taken Dondelinger out of the affair, and now Tornado attacking the former E.F.W Women's Champion Romy, who is fighting back.
Yeah, pushing back there, but has had very little offense in this match. Really needs to come back here. Oh, that might do it.
Tremendous shoulder tackle to Tornado.
Dondelinger gets the better of the exchange between those two.
Well, this is what you see, Owen, with this triple threat scenarios. There's so many possibilities. There's so many options.
Oh yeah, it's hard to get any kind of momentum going when there's always someone there waiting for you.
Chaos Theory personified in E.F.W here tonight. What a suplex!
Drop there. Tornado snatching Rachel Romy off of Dondelinger, who's looking for an escape. Tornado cuts her off.
Top rope goes Tornado. Looking to cause some trouble here against Dondelinger. Dondelinger's up. Oh!
Tries to move out the way, still gets caught a little bit.
Well, that flying famouser never ends well, in my opinion. Dondelinger did get a little bit of it, as you're right, as you said, Owen, but Tornado definitely did not get all of that.
And they're playing mind games with Romy, pretending she didn't see
God, what a super kick to Romy!
Her jaw may have just flown off. If that cage wasn't there, it'd have ended up in the front row.
Sweet Jesus, what a super kick that was by Super Tornado.
Who's up very far, but Dondelinger catching up to her.
Speed by Dondelinger catching up. Russian leg sweep right off the cage.
Rachel Romy not seeing what's gone on behind her.
Rachel Romy foolishly, in my opinion, goading the crowd. You don't want to poke the bear when Elizabeth Dondelinger stood across from you. I can tell you that much.
I mean, Rachel Romy is the one who needs a lot of focus in this match. She needs to play catch up with these two desperately here. Dondelinger and Super Tornado are going at it once again.
Jawbreaker by Tornado to Dondelinger,
who's fighting back with serious fists. Dondelinger catching her.
Oh, angle slam.
Beautifully done there. Romy thinking about something again, caught off guard, and now Super Tornado with both women down, looking to escape.
On the cage.
What a resurgence this could be for Super Tornado.
What a comeback it could
over.
be. She is indeed over. That could be it. That is it, Erwin. Dondelinger and Romy have no response. Super Tornado has shocked the world. And her return here tonight. What an impact after coming back from injury by Super Tornado. There'll be a party in Durango tonight.
Most definitely. What a victory.
Popular Mexican, my word, what a match. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
after that we're going to follow.
Yeah, after that shocker, that triple threat rage in the cage, we are going to get another controversial matchup, Erwin. I think it's fair to say. I mean, you know, before we start talking about that, let's just take a moment here just to give this lady some proper credit. She's been out for at least 3 weeks with a relatively serious rotary cuff injury, Erwin, and to come back in a triple threat against a former E.F.W champion and Elizabeth Dondelinger and her hellacious streak. What a victory for Super Tornado.
I cannot remember the last time we actually saw Super Tornado. It has been quite some time. And what a comeback that was. What a return.
Tremendous way to return. And if Super Tornado, now she's back to fighting fitness, Erwin. If Super Tornado can continue that streak, and then surely it's only going to be a matter of time until she is considered a potential candidate for Sakamoto Dixon's E.F.W Women's Heavyweight Championship.
Well, of course, that road has yet to be travelled, but it would be an interesting one to see.
Absolutely.
Well, the night doesn't end there.
No, it does not. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have once again a controversial moment, shall we say, in E.F.W. It is the undefeated team, the oddball team of Kobayashi and the Dog versus the team that have been hyped to win as the next big thing in tag team wrestling, who have yet to score a victory as a team.
Yeah, it's weird, and it's
I mean, how crazy is that?
It seems someone in the back really hates Kobayashi and the Dog.
It seems someone in the back is absolutely determined to get EOD a shot at Magnum Opus, because that's the controversial stipulation here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kobayashi and the Dog have already earned a match, simply a match, against Magnum Opus, the current reigning NEW Tag Team Champions. But Adrian Goldman has stated earlier tonight that if the EOD, Ray Sullivan and Haku Ross, can beat Kobayashi and the Dog here tonight, then they will receive that match instead. And surely, after Kobayashi and the Dog have beaten EOD twice already, that has to be considered unfair against this oddball team, Owen.
I mean, there is no doubt in my mind that this is more backstage politics. I mean, how these two, as you say, have beaten this team twice now, completely unexpectedly, we'll all admit that. But for them to, for no reason whatsoever in my view, be able to get this shot again after those two losses, well, the decision is beyond me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a controversial decision, absolutely no question about that. Adrian Goldman has raised a few eyebrows, to say the very least, with this decision. Kobayashi is 5'10" and 230 from Osaka, Japan. The Dog, 6'3", 220 from Memphis, Tennessee. This oddball team are undefeated, the self-proclaimed TV champion, coming off the back of a run of that career reignited European Championship run, really wants to make an impression here in the tag team division, and has found a willing partner in a great team these two have become so quickly in Kobayashi and the Dog, Owen.
Oh yeah, absolutely incredible performances so far, but I just had a thought. I mean, Kobayashi's treatment here in E.F.W has been equally as cruel from the get-go. I mean, he won that European Championship and was put in match after match, even though he fulfilled the contracted 30-day stipulation.
It is the EOD. Ray Sullivan and this man, his protege, former linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, Haku Ross.
And yet, nothing to detract from this team. The equal opportunity destroyers are tough, they do destroy, but again, they have not picked up a victory as a team here.
No, they have not. Haku Ross, a former army brat, 6'5", 350 pounds, and originally from Haiti, Owen. I believe Haku and Ray Sullivan met in Ray Sullivan's home country of Jamaica.
Well, that's very interesting.
While they were both in college, I believe, that's how these two men met. So they've been friends for a long time, Erwin, so perhaps Ray Sullivan knows a lot more about Haku Ross than we do at this point in time.
I mean, it was interesting to see them so friendly from the get-go.
Absolutely. I mean,
definitely must be the explanation as to why.
I think it's fair to say as well, Erwin, Ray Sullivan, Sugarfoot Ray Sullivan, the most dominant, pure athlete in E.F.W, in my opinion, is a pretty intense guy. He keeps himself to himself. He's a very focused individual, but as soon as Haku made an appearance, he greeted him with open arms, Erwin.
Oh yeah.
These two guys clearly seem to go way back, ladies and gentlemen. I also find it interesting as well as a tag team that both these teams have come out individually. That's an interesting one to note. Ray Sullivan, Sugarfoot Ray Sullivan, a two-time All-American incidentally, originally from Kingstown, Jamaica, 6'5", 250 pounds of pure attitude, hard time pain, has arrived. Ray Sullivan on his day, Erwin, can beat anyone this business has to offer.
That's a very interesting point you raised there. Both teams entering separately, not very unified if you ask me. However, they're going to be in there for that opportunity to face Magnum Opus, and you need a unification to even think about coming up against Magnum Opus.
You needed the goddamn miracle if we're going to get anything past Magnum Opus at the moment. The most in sync tag team in the world, in my opinion. Kobayashi getting a belly-to-belly very early on there from Ray Sullivan, but what a flying lariat from the dog by Haku Ross. This is, of course, Tornado Rules. This TLC match, ladies and gentlemen, that contract that the dog and Kobayashi have already hard-fought earned is on the line tonight. Hard-fought earned. That's a new one for the book.
And if it's anything like the first one, this is going to be absolutely brutal. Ray Sullivan's already brought a chair into the ring. Kobayashi blocks it.
Yeah, Kobayashi there with that chair, blocked by the powerhouse, who's knocked off his balance there by his own tag team partner.
The dog's got looking for a ladder, but Haku Ross stopped that. Kobayashi has the chair inside though.
Yeah, those vicious chair shots by Kobayashi right to the sternum of Sullivan. The vicious left hand by Haku has taken out the dog, at least for now. Sullivan now back in control of Kobayashi. Runs him against the ropes.
Chair, but the dog's found that.
Oh, yes he has. Good spot, Owen. The dog's back in the ring with that chair. Haku Ross brings in a table for good measure, and this one's going to get violent real quickly between the EOD and Kobayashi and the dog.
Haku Ross and the dog playing little mind games with each other there. Haku Ross got the dog in the end though. Oh God, no.
Oh, on the outside.
Knee breaker.
Smashing.
He was going to slam him onto that ladder for a second.
Well, either way, it must be an incredible amount of pain for the dog. The knee on that wafer thin mat. Kobayashi trying to get better of Sullivan on the we're right into that table.
Oh, that's bad news for Ray Sullivan.
Yes, it is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what a
T-bone suplex through the table.
What a god almighty suplex by Kobayashi.
Kobayashi is not done there.
Almost T-boned him right out of his boots.
Of course, this match ain't over until someone frees that briefcase. What a drop kick.
Those troublesome clutches, of course, Erwin, are going to cause these guys issues as well. We know that case won't come easy.
Oh, but hang on a second.
Oh, Samoan drop. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Haku Ross and Ray Sullivan know they're not going to get many more chances if they screw this one up tonight against the dog and Kobayashi. What a flying heel kick there by the dog.
Huge save there, taking out Haku Ross.
I believe it was a roundhouse kick, excuse me, but a tremendous manoeuvre anyway there by the dog.
Oh yeah, saving Kobayashi from near doom.
What a match. It's not even our main event, Erwin.
The ladder is nowhere near the centre of that ring, which means this is going to go on for some time to come.
I knew this one was going to get intense. My God, what a moonsault!
To the outside, taking out Ray Sullivan.
Holy shit, indeed. What a move by the dog.
Haku Ross intent on following the dog now as Kobayashi is going to work on Ray Sullivan.
That Haku Ross literally just stalking the dog. Like a hunter searching for his prey.
For the ladder.
Oh!
The ladder struck him though.
A little bit too lackadaisical perhaps. What a shot with that ladder by the dog. Meanwhile, Kobayashi and Ray Sullivan are trying to kill each other. What an arm breaker.
Oh wait, what's the dog doing?
Oh, sweet Jesus! Sweet Jesus, what a cross body, what speed! What absolute suicidal intentions by the dog!
Set the ladder up on the ropes, ran up them and flew off the top into Haku Ross.
Why on God's earth would you do that to yourself?
Kobayashi is going for the briefcase.
My God, what a manoeuvre!
That was incredible. Ray Sullivan at the top of the ladder to greet him. Kobayashi is down and took out the dog in the process.
I'm still in shock. How is the dog even standing? Oh, he's not standing. Never mind. Haku Ross took him out.
And Haku Ross here for crowd control.
EOD.
But again, we saw this in the first match. Ray Sullivan essentially weakened the clasps of that briefcase to
Great
allow
point, Erwin.
the dog and Kobayashi to
That's
get
a
the
very
victory
good
as
point.
Kobayashi fights back.
Yeah, Haku Ross really does need to keep on top of Kobayashi, who's essentially fighting a handicap match right now because the dog is in no man's land after that suicidal crossbody. I have no earthly idea how the dog is even standing. What a club to the back by hard time paying Ray Sullivan.
He has to be back. He has to be fast though. Ray Sullivan has been working on those clasps for quite some time.
Well, history repeats itself tonight live in E.F.W. in this TLC match for the honour of facing the resident tag team champions Magnum Opus. It's not even for the title, Erwin, it's literally just for a chance to face them.
Yeah, I mean, dog rocked Sullivan there, but he goes back to that briefcase as Haku Ross once again working crowd control.
Maybe these guys will be wise to remember that. This is one match, there will be other days. There's no sense in putting your career on the line, as the dog did earlier tonight. Ray Sullivan, as you say, Erwin, still right at that top of that ladder.
He's had a lot of time up there, but Kobayashi is now back up to the top.
Oh, not again. Surely not again.
Ross and the dog are back in.
Absolute carnage.
Ross says no.
Haku and Ray finally getting the better of the dog and Kobayashi, who put up the fight of their lives here tonight.
And again, some unfair odds weighing in the favour of EOD.
What a conflict this has been.
Here to steal it.
Ray Sullivan.
Oh, the dog taking out Ross, but needs to be fast. No,
there it is.
Sullivan has it.
Finally, that Trisky clasp. Giving.
They have stolen that opportunity.
Well, controversy aside, Erwin, what a match. What a match.
Absolutely incredible.
The EOD will now face Magnum Opus. The EOD will now get a chance at the champions. Kobayashi and the dog might have just been robbed.
I think they have. I can't believe this. EOD coming out on top here.
What controversy, what a match, but what a night. I'm still getting over that hellacious crossbody by the dog.
Yeah,
my word.
Absolutely incredible.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that.
But as if the night couldn't handle any more, we've got one more match.
One more match that could define a division. A fatal four-way match for the #1 contendership for Sakamoto Dixon's Women's World Heavyweight Championship. The best of the rest, as I somewhat cruelly called them before, will be watching this one very... Morgan Morales and Harvey in a fatal four-way match for the ages here, Erwin.
Oh yeah, most definitely an interesting match. I mean, Taryn Harvey has been proving herself time and time again as a newcomer. Morgan Morales has been on one hell of a streak. Cynthia Violet is the one, and most argue has not been given the opportunities she's deserved. And Riley Patterson is the woman who will not stop fighting. This is going to be an incredible match.
No, Riley Patterson seems absolutely determined, obsessed even, with the E.F.W Women's Heavyweight Championship. I mean, it has to be said, Erwin, she's been given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and she's failed to get it done. She just seemingly can't seem to get that title off Dixon. She's had 2 title opportunities against Dixon now.
Well, again, you could perhaps argue,
has she ever actually beaten Dixon one-on-one?
She has once or twice, but you could maybe argue she's another person who, in the E.F.W, is getting chances she perhaps does not deserve.
Well, Patterson has, it should be said, ladies and gentlemen, successfully won 2 separate #1 contendership matches. Patterson can get it done, undoubtedly. She's had 2 separate title shots now against her nemesis Sakamoto Dixon, and she lost both of them. How many more of these opportunities will she get against competitors like this? The Red Dragon Cynthia Violet, 5'5", 135 pounds, from Seattle, Washington. One of the best female competitors the E.F.W. have, in my opinion. Cynthia Violet, it is, I will say this until my throat is sorrowing, she is a future world champion.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised she isn't there already. But again, with Taryn Harvey now in the mix, I think there's going to be a battle of strength between those two here tonight.
Well, with your not so secret favourite Riley Patterson on her way to the ring here, Erwin, at 5'7", 135 pounds, originally from Wrocław, Poland. Now a proud UK resident, lives locally in Liverpool, of course. Trained by the legend, the icon, the godfather of hardcore himself, and the founder of Funk U, Riley Patterson. That mixed martial arts / boxing background, 22-0 professional career, Erwin. Tremendous competitor, Riley Patterson.
One of the few fortunate or unfortunate enough, depending on how you look at it, to get to spend a lot of time on the Double Cross Ranch.
Yeah, he only sold it for a meager 22 million. I mean, pure Terry on the breadline. Morgan Morales, 5'5", 135 pounds, from Sacramento, California. And the funny thing is, if you still booked him, he'd still wrestle.
Oh yeah.
77 years young, Terry Funk never retired. Morgan Morales, what a competitor. You may not like her, and okay, she did indeed star Green Girl Dynamite in the back, who's never actually been the same since. But Morgan Morales, she's epic.
Again, it's one of those things the crowd are willing to forget.
She's such a bitch, but she's just so goddamn good.
At the moment, it seems that even Green Girl Dynamite is willing to forget that, as Morgan Morales' solo career has skyrocketed here as of late. But again, speaking of skyrocketing careers,
absolutely,
Taryn Harvey has been one hell of a competitor here at E.F.W.
Taryn Harvey, at 5'7" and at 150 pounds, is actually the heaviest woman in this match with Erwin. She is 15 pounds heavier than both Morales and Patterson. Of course, Patterson and Harvey share the height advantage. From Staten Island, New York, Harvey, who frankly has looked aggressive and more than able against every competitor she's had here in the E.F.W. so far. And dare I say it, I think Harvey's my pick tonight. She's been on such a roll.
A terrifying competitor, it'd be hard to argue otherwise. But again, I think right now we are looking at 4 future women champions. And it's just a case of who gets the better of who here tonight.
But how many times have we said that about Violet? How many times have we said that about Patterson? Morales and Harvey, they're the newcomers, they're the upstarts, they're the ones coming through. Patterson and Violet know it may be now or never.
Very true. A lot more on the line for Violet and Patterson here. As you say, Morales and Harvey not having had the opportunities they have.
Oh, right outside goes Morales.
Well, clearly Patterson and Violet know that, both going for the newcomers.
Big lariat.
Patterson being fireman's carried there by Taryn Harvey though.
I think Patterson and Violet know that fact better than anyone, Erwin. They know how ruthless Adrian Goldman is. They know that he will not accept failure long term. And eventually you need the gold if you're going to be taken seriously as a competitor.
I mean, look at Gene Taylor. Saw what happened to him. Taryn Harvey in the ring, manhandling or woman handling Riley Patterson here.
Yeah, Riley Patterson's in trouble against Taryn Harvey here. Oh my word, big knee. Morgan Morales also in a wee bit of trouble against the Red Dragon, Cynthia Violet. on the mat is not where you want to be against a Red Dragon. I can tell you that one for free.
And again, I have a feeling that at some point in this match, Violet and Harvey are going to lock up, and that's going to be insane to see.
Oh, that will be a match for the ages when that happens down the road. I can't wait to see it. Tara and Harvey and Cynthia Violet, my word, that could be an all-out shoot match, ladies and gentlemen.
We're about to see a dose of it here. However, for now, they are double teaming Morgan Morales. Violet's taking a step back now.
I'm getting shouted at for breaking the fourth wall. Tara and Harvey, Morales in the corner. Oh! Goes for a pin. Oh my word!
Riley catching Violet as she went to break up the pin and then breaking it up herself.
What a conflict this has been.
Absolutely incredible. And this match is far from over as well.
E.F.W. just keep pulling it out of the bag, Erwin. What is it about this little promotion that could? Morgan Morales and Tara and Harvey, four of the best women wrestlers in the world, and they work in a development program. Well, it's ridiculous.
It shows you the future of the NEW is going to be explosive. I mean, absolutely incredible. And I mean, you know what happened with Akane Matsuda and Faria once they got into NEW. They found it a little tough to find their feet, but I think this new breed is starting to adjust early. I think the trainers have kind of realised that and want to up their game, which has upped the students' game.
Well,
Kick
Harvey
out from Morales
went for a pin there after a vicious assault onto Morales, who kicks out after two. Cynthia Violet got back in the ring to break that one up. Wouldn't have got there in time. Morales did kick out. What a shoulder barge there by the Red Dragon Violet now, who's going right after Harvey, perhaps seeing her as a main competition.
This is exactly what I was talking about between these two.
Lord.
However, Morales waiting also receives
a
vicious
shot to the apron by Harvey. That sheer aggression. Patterson now playing in her house. Oh, on the outside.
Spines on fire all over here in E.F.W. Some vicious shots there.
Skin on steel, baby.
In that flurry.
No more sickening sound like it.
Morales going for a pin.
Oh!
Broken up by Patterson.
Well, yeah,
well aware.
It looked like Patterson was about to cause some serious damage to Tara and Harvey, but saw that pin out the corner of her eye. Now all four ladies back in the centre of the ring, and Bob Turner needs to get the hell out of the way.
Well, he really does. He's going to get hurt again if he's not careful. Taken out in the first match before. Well, just as the bell rang. May still be a bit dazed.
What the hell was Morales doing there?
Hyping herself up here, it seems.
Oh! Morales seems to be having an out-of-body experience there. I'm not quite sure what the hell that was about. Tara and Harvey's going to make her pay for it, that's for damn certain.
Well, definitely caught at the wrong time for her. As Violet has taken Patterson back outside of this ring.
Oh, it's going to be the spine on the pine. If Riley Patterson isn't careful, the Red Dragon has bad intentions in her soul.
Tara and Harvey, though, throwing Morales out of that corner.
This match is insane. It's just too close to call. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, wait a minute. Harvey's down. Two. Morales again. Morales again. Erwin will not stay down.
Yeah, close to defeat, but says no. Riley Patterson there with a reverse Hurricane Rana to Violet.
I want to know what kind of cookies Adrian Goldman is eating before he makes these kind of matches, quite frankly. Tara and Harvey, Morgan Morales still going at it. Riley Patterson and Cynthia Violet exchanging flurries.
But
take that.
Harvey has ejected Morales and Riley Patterson is unaware.
What a super kick.
Corner.
Violet was picked up, she did not stand up. Tara and Harvey
was in the corner here. Violet grabs Taryn by the hair.
Regained her senses. A good old fashioned catfight like manoeuvre. Cynthia Violet
hoping she's exhausted her here.
I'll pay for that.
Only a 1.
Well, a kick out.
And again, for me, as amazing as Morales and Patterson are, Taryn Harvey.
Oh dear God!
What a reversal! Harvey and Violet is the match I want to see here.
Wait a minute, did Harvey just land on her feet?
She did.
That was insane. How did she do that?
No idea.
What athleticism by Taryn Harvey. I thought Morales just hit her with that vicious exploder suplex and Harvey landed on her feet. That was it. I have never seen that before.
Violet going to work on everyone she comes across here.
Violet hitting anything that moves. The Red Dragon's on a mission here, Erwin.
And Morales wanted to follow up on Patterson.
Exploding Bulldog, Atomic Bulldog by Morgan Morales, keeping her hat in this matchup.
Trying to stop Violet getting any more offense on Riley.
Yeah, the hot money's on Violet right now. She's been on a roll in this matchup, my word. What a fatal four-way. Taryn Harvey has finally realised what a hard day at the office it can be in E.F.W. because she is in a fight here tonight.
Yeah, but she's back in and she's going straight for Violet. Throwing her out with authority.
Cynthia Violet and Riley Patterson. Cynthia Violet and Taryn Harvey.
Oh wait, caught the
off. I've clearly got a score to settle. Patterson, of course, on the other end of the outside area there,
trying to recover. Yes.
Both ladies got through out simultaneously.
Morales back in the ring.
By the Youngbloods.
Violet with, oh my word, a Vagabond-esque maneuver.
Oh, what a counter!
An arm drag.
This is exactly what we want to see between these two ladies. Two of the best technical wrestlers in E.F.W. today. Cynthia Violet and Taryn Harvey going at it.
Yeah, but Patterson's in, Morales is stirring.
Rabid Beavers and a damn win.
Taryn Harvey with a big knee drop. Oh, Patterson though.
What a power bomb, the Patterson bomb.
That could be it. Harvey's going to have to think fast.
Shades of your power bomb, Owen. 2. It's over.
Oh.
Can you believe it? What a fatal four-way that was. Riley Patterson has won her 3rd #1 contendership match in a row. Well, you may question her chances, but my God, Riley Patterson, Owen, just keeps earning them.
Well, that's it. I mean,
she will not die.
Give her the opportunity and she will take it. You cannot argue with what you've just seen. Taryn Harvey far too occupied with Cynthia Violet, and I hope that gets continued in the ring. That looks like something that could be an absolute explosion here at E.F.W.
Absolutely, Cynthia Violet and Taryn Harvey absolutely need to cross paths again, but tonight the story is all about Riley Patterson, the underdog, to defeat all underdogs. My God, Riley Patterson refuses to give in her quest for Sakamoto Dixon, her nemesis. World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to see it. Dixon, Patterson 3.
What a conflict.
My word, what a conflict. What a night from the compound. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.